Hola YouTube, my name is Ricardo Lino and I'm a wheel addict. We are also right now live on Instagram, but this is about to go down. If you want to see what we're filming now, you need to go on YouTube. Okay, so let's just finish this now and I don't know how to end this. Whoa, it doesn't end. It's a non-ending thing. It doesn't end. Okay, it ended. Okay, that's it. We are live and today we are going to talk about these guy skate setups.
Yeah. So thank you all for joining. Whoever is joining, you can give us some feedback on our sound quality. It would be amazing. Just to know if our microphone setup is actually working nice and fine.
I have no idea. I can see nothing right now. I have no idea what's happening. I'm trying to check what's going on with our chat and it doesn't seem like there's no one watching.
Wow.
So, Mo, you want to start?
Okay, so today we'll be speaking a bit about all of my setups, and I'm pretty sure we're going to be covering some of the most important, well not most important, but important rollerblade news happening in the rest of the world.
Rollerblade? What is that? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm serious.
Not rollerblade news, not rollerblade, inline skating news. Some news that's happening in the rest of the world in some other countries besides South Africa, Cape Town.
The first thing is that you need to speak louder. You know that
okay.
We're having a problem. I'm sorry guys, I don't know about the sound, but someone is saying that the sound is okay. The biggest problem that we have is we could not find a long enough auxiliary cable, like the mini jack, that we call it mini jack, right?
Yeah.
So somehow we couldn't find one. Anyway.
So yeah, we actually managed to get our setup properly with a little short cable, and we'll be diving into some skate setups and other inline news and some other things.
So before we even start this, there's something that I want you guys to check. As anyone watching this live or even not live, not seen this picture, if someone didn't saw that picture, well, something is wrong. In that picture, you can see Daniel, which is a Russian guy that was living in Barcelona until last Sunday. And I made a video about it. There's several posts all over the social media about it, about the accident that happened with Daniel. And like I said in one of my last videos, Daniel is not with us anymore. It's obviously really hard for everyone that skates to see or to know that we lost someone which was that good while doing what most of us do. But things like that happen. And my computer is making sounds, I'm sorry about that. The reason why I'm telling you about this is, at the moment, from the $10,000 that Daniel's friends are trying to raise for his funeral, almost 7,000 are done. There's $3,000 more to go, but I don't know what some of you guys are thinking. I understand that a lot of people can't donate money and it's not as easy for everyone, but if you can, please do it, and do it fast. This money will be used for funeral, it's also going to be used to try to get a visa and all the documentation for Daniel's mom to come from Russia, and she lives like in a tiny town in Russia, so it's not as easy. So let's all try to help. Also, yesterday I got a message on Instagram from the person which is actually doing the GoFundMe campaign, and she sent me a message saying that if someone can donate through GoFundMe because they need a PayPal account, you can donate on PayPal by using the email. I'm going to spell it a.grebennikova@yahoo.com. I'm also going to leave these in the comments, and I'm going to leave this link in the description of this video. And I'm sorry to start this video with this live stream with such a sad theme, but again, we really needed to do it. So now, with that being said, let's go to Mo's setups, and that's the reason why most of you guys are here. So, Mo?
Hey, so yeah, so this video we're going to be speaking a bit about my setups. I currently have 4 pairs of skates at the moment. I consider actually one for each of my skating uses, because I do downhill, I started aggressive skating, and also freestyle type of urban recreational skating, of course. So with no further ado, I'll start with my...
Wait, can I just... I'm sorry guys. I know it was all like really serious, but I'm gonna need to break the ice. Can I show my setup today?
You can, eh?
That's how I came to work.
Wow. So soon you'll see that flip-flops on those old undercarriages on the skates, hopefully.
No, but I do not now. But if you saw the video with the like the barefoot skating thing,
yeah.
I do want to make a video where I use flip-flops. As you saw in that video, it was really hard to skate because there was nothing gripping
your foot itself,
the plate. But if you have a flip-flop, I believe that you can even do grinds and go to a ramp.
What?
So I'm just practicing on the usage of this setup so that I can make a video skating with flip-flops soon. Anyway, Mo, go with your setups.
Okay, so as most of you all know, I've been skating for quite a long while, but basically downhill. And a few months ago, I started aggressive skating. I was...
Sorry, I'm gonna need to interrupt.
Again? Okay.
Again, I'm sorry. So there's someone that just came here to say Bill Stoppard showed that 4 wheels are better than 3. Well, I shouldn't even be answering this type of comments. Why? Well, it's just like saying that a black woman or a white woman is better than each other. It's different. Things are different. They're both women, but it's nothing to do... Man, I shouldn't be comparing it with women. I should be comparing it with something else. It's like saying other things which isn't a human is better than other. Like, skates, not like women. Skates have different uses.
Yeah, they are made for different type of skating. So
all I can tell him is the day that someone with 4 wheels does better than 56 minutes in the marathon, then that comment becomes valid.
Then we've got something to speak about.
Or the day that someone in 3 wheels does the most technical downhill ever, then we can talk about. Or it's just like things are different and there's better skates for each usage.
Yeah.
Okay, Mo, I'm not going to interrupt anymore, I promise you.
Blade Addict. Hello my G's. Hello Blade Addict. Okay, so yeah, so like I was saying, I started aggressive skating a few months ago, and I was lucky enough to actually get blessed a pair of USD sways by Ricardo, Lino himself. Whenever we speak about it, I tend to say thank you, and I won't stop saying it until those skates are actually quite broken. So this is the skates that I'm using at the moment for aggressive skates. Like I said, it's the USD Sway Team 2. Like I said, I started skating aggressive not too long ago, so I'm not really clued up with everything that is supposed to be mentioned.
But it is the skate. Let's start by the beginning. Is this skate stock? That's how it comes?
Okay, so basically the skate is not stock. At the moment it got some customizations, if that's what we call it. So basically the skate comes out with, I think, if I'm not mistaken, a 58mm wheel.
Nope. This skate, it's the USD Sway power blading.
Oh yes.
It's the PD skate. The power blading comes with 72 with a power blading frame, which is a Kizer. I do not remember the name. Does anyone remember the name of the frame from Kizer, the power blading frame that takes 72mm wheels? I don't remember the name. Okay, the level 3. It comes with a level 3 frame with spinner, Powerslide spinner 72mm wheels and with a different liner than this. So
yeah,
what we did here was, because Moes also has a pair of Powerslide cans.
Yep, that's correct.
Is using the liner of the cans, and there's some other parts which are different here. You might want to talk about it.
Yeah, so basically, of course, a bigger wheel gives you a smoother roll, as you most know, and of course, to accommodate a nice wheel on a different frame, we had to actually bore into the sill plate with a Dremel. So if you guys can see there, Ricardo and myself actually dremeled a bit away from the sill plate to accommodate a 68mm resized wheel. So yeah.
But we actually made a video about it. I made a video with the USD 7 how to do it. But you can do this with every single skate, man. This one, the way it's done, you can even put 72mm. But the reason why we did this was, for me, it was just sad. I guess that's the word. It was sad to see Mo trying to skate with the wheels that he had when I gave him the skates. Basically, I gave him these skates with 58mm wheels, but like the stock USD wheels, but like really basic wheels. Not that they're bad wheels, because the USD kids are using the wheels and they rip on those wheels. But for someone that comes from a downhill background, that is used to use 5 nice wheels, nice bearings, to see someone skating with like not the best wheel, so small with that profile was sad. He couldn't skate.
Yeah,
so
flat profile.
Once I came back from Europe, I had 2 sets of these, and I gave 1 set of these undercover 68 Ricardo to Mo, and you can actually see that he skates now. So
yeah,
it's not sad anymore.
No, it's all happy times because skating is fun.
Okay, and have you tried to skate flat?
I have never tried to skate flat. I would like to, as like I rather try and fail than fail to try. So I would love to try anything and everything that you actually just throw at me. I would love to try flat, but I don't know regarding the space for grinding. So I think that would make it a bit harder for me. It would be, you'll have wheel bite and stuff like that. So I'm actually pretty comfy with the anti-rockers.
Yeah, just the only thing that I don't like is the noise, especially the ones that you have. The ones that, there are some wheels that you can put bearings that are cool, but I don't have those. So, okay, so let's see. Someone is asking, Lino, what's your favorite aggressive skates? Mine are definitely USD Carbon. I'm the worst, man. I'm the worst for you to ask anything about skates. What's my favorite? These are my favorite that. Because I'm just like, first, I've said it a million times. I kind of believe there's like a skate for a different, for like almost every different use. Even playing this, I wouldn't call it stupid, but playing this game of blade, this game of skate. With B3, I end up, even without wanting, I end up changing the setup according to the trick that I'm gonna need to do. So it's kind of weird. And also, I go through phases. I do love, as an all-around skate, I would say that one of the best skates would be the USD Aeon 60mm. Just as an all-around skate, if you need to choose one skate, probably that. Because it's flat and you can ride like through everything, because you can just ride flat 60s. You can still do every single trick from the most technical ones to the basic ones. It's comfortable for me. I would say, like, in general, that's like one of the best skates. But at the moment, I don't know, it's just too hard for me to say what's my favorite skate. I guess that's it, Mark, if that answers your question.
So what would you say about the unibody construction? Do you have any pros or cons regarding the unibody because of it being one solid construction?
I love it. The only thing is, for someone like me who wants to skate a little bit of everything, and if one thing right away, I hate changing frames. I'm the worst. I'm the worst. And I know that you hate it too, because you have 2 of the same boot. We'll get there. This is just, I don't know, man. I'd rather have 2 of the same boots with 2 different frames if I can. My wife hates it. Like, I can't really show you, but the thing on top is full of skates and like it's just. I hate changing frames. I guess that's it.
It's just lazy.
And then the unibody construction, I do love it because the way that I can explain it, and I did explain it to a few people, everyone that comes to the shop, I do it. Every time that I try to show a pair of Aeons to someone who never saw those skates before, I take the liner and that little thing that is under the liner just for them to see the holes. Because there's 2 holes instead of having the UFS screws.
Yeah.
That's how close the wheels are to your feet. Because usually you need the space, the frame needs to go lower, and you need the space for those 2 middle wheels to go, and usually they hit those screws if the frame's too low.
Yeah.
So that's why the wish frame has I call it the high-low.
High-low, yeah.
The high-low thing, because it's the middle wheels. Yes, they're smaller. They don't stop you because they're smaller. That frame is really well done. That's all I can say. Even the way that they made the screws, like the screws that fix the frame to the boot, they have a different shape so that the wheels get really close. It's amazing. Yeah, it's hard for me to say what's my favorite skate. I guess that's it. Let's see what else we got here. I'm from Brazil, Jairo. Olá, tudo bem? Okay, Calvin will get some wish, Mo. You love improve skating faster. Yeah, we actually have another set of wish here, but I would like him to try mines first. But I don't know, Mo needs to be the one answering these.
Yeah, I would most definitely love to try the OEC wish frames. I would of course try Ricardo's first before I make a purchase on buying them. To my knowledge, the grinding space on the wish frame is a bit smaller than the ones.
No, it's actually longer. It's longer than yours, huh?
What? So there's more grinding
Can I ask
space?
you for something? Can you get the wish frame?
Yeah,
Yes,
of course.
He's just gonna get it so that you guys can see. In fact, we have one here. So check that, and now show you. Let me see yours. This is the wish frame. Check. You have. That would be like this. You would have actually more
Way
space.
more space.
Not a lot more, but a bit more, huh? No, but a bit more, and the wheels are covered. The thing is, the frame, obviously here we're putting the frame on top of the sole plate, and this one, it's inside the channel.
Yeah, on the sole plate.
They will go a little bit lower, but the thing that I would say that for Mo would be a little bit harder to skate a frame like the Wish, Calvin, is that if he's learning still how to do royales and tricks like that, because the frame is a little bit taller, it's gonna be harder for him. He's gonna need to bench his feet a bit more, so it makes it a bit harder. So the frame that he has is kind of like cheating a little bit.
Yeah, so Ricardo might call it cheating. This is a perfect beginner skate because I've been learning a lot on the skates, and I can't really point out one bad thing about it. So for those of you who's getting into aggressive skating and starting, this is actually a very good skate to start off with.
Yeah, I guess so. And you know what? I've said this more than once too. I don't think the sway is only a skate to start off with. It's by far one of my favorite USD skates. If I need someone here, let me just go up in the comments. Mark was saying, can you create a 3-wheel aggressive skate, Mr. Lino? Well, Mr. Lino did create one of those, and I used the sway boot. Basically, there's a frame from Kizer, the Kizer Trimax.
Trimax, yeah.
And I skated the Kizer Trimax for a long time. Not for a long time, maybe for a long time for me, like 1 year. I skated it for like almost a year with the sway boot. I did use smaller wheels so that I had a little bit more space, and I was a little bit lower to the ground. And yeah, I guess that's it. I think the sway is not only a boot for beginners, and a good example of it, it's Montre Livingston Pro boot. It's a sway boot, so
yeah, and
you
it's
know
one
what?
of my favorites.
The USD 7 used to be a entry-level skate.
Wow.
Chris Farmer skates it. Roman Abrata skates it, and those are two of the best skaters in the world.
That's correct.
So
yeah.
Anyway, let's see what else we got here before we go into Mo's second skate. Are you coming to Barcelona soon again? Well, I'll try to talk about that a little bit later in this video. I'm gonna be away from here for a month. I'm always going to be alone in the shop for a month. Come on. And I'll explain you a little bit of my projects, which are right now, like, I'm really happy about it, but I'll tell you what I'm about or what I'm thinking of doing, because none of this is fixed. What is fixed is that I'm going to leave for a month. So let's keep going. Royale's down takes a while. Yeah, it's gonna be. Kevin is saying that it's true. It's gonna take a while for you to get used to Royales. Yeah, it is, man. Look, for those of you listening to this, I guess most of you know what a Royale is. A Royale is when you do it. Yeah, when on one of the skates you have the frame and the boot touching, and for you to be in that position, you need to bend your foot. The taller your frame is, the more you're gonna need to bend. So if you're still just learning how to do that type of trick, if it's just a new trick for you, and if you need to do it the harder way, then it's just making it harder. So
yeah,
I guess it's a confidence thing.
And
someone wants to buy the Moes soap.
serious? Wow. Okay, so let me just spend 2 minutes on that Moes soap, guys. Like I said, it's still a prototype, it's still busy in testing, so I think I added one product a bit too much, which made it a bit, I think, a bit too slippery, and also
that's why I didn't learn the trick.
Yeah, blame Mo. So yeah,
Mo,
so,
I'm gonna discount from your salary to fix my knee.
So yeah, it's still busy in testing, and then I'll be making enough to sell, and I'll keep you guys posted where you guys can get that.
Okay, let's go to your second skate.
Okay, so the second skate is like I showed you guys now. It was a skate with 2 wheels and 2 anti-rockers. So I'm going to move on to a skate which is just 1 wheel more than that, which is the 3x3. This is the Powerslide Walk.
It's the Imperial. It's the Imperial. It's the Hawk is like it was a limited edition that they made.
Wow, now I feel special. I got a limited edition.
But you got good wheels in there.
Yeah, this is superb wheels. So basically, like Ricardo just mentioned, this is actually the exact same mold of the Powerslide Imperial.
Yeah, keep it like this so that they can see it. Huh?
Yeah, and what I've got on here is actually the normal Powerslide.
I can do this.
Yeah. It's the
like a woman.
So basically, the frame I actually got from a Powerslide Fusion. And the wheels on there is the undercover Lion Edition wheels. There's 2 different type of Lion Edition. It's the blue one, of course, and the white one. The blue one is a bit of softer, if I'm not mistaken. It's an 86A compound, and the white one an 88A compound. But back to the boot, the Imperial. I'm honestly a big sucker for the Powerslide Imperial, simply because. Can I just grab this for a second?
Come on, it's not the wheel.
Okay, so basically it's a hard boot, but a lot of airflow, so that helps with moisture in your foot. So the drier your foot stay, the comfier your ride will be. Also, I basically like this cuts in the cuff. It gives you a bit of flex without actually compromising the stability or the stability of the skate. So yeah, that's why I'm a big sucker for the Powerslide Imperial. Also, everything is like fully interchangeable, where you can take off the micro ratchet strap, you can take off the sliders, you can take off the cuff, you can take off the frame, you can basically take this whole skate apart.
But there's one thing that I know you don't like that much in that skate.
Oh yeah, so basically I've discovered that, so before this I basically own another Imperial, it's the black and white one. When I got this skate, I saw it, I was like, Ricardo, that's the skate I would love. I was like, okay, cool, let's try and get it for you. Black and red one. And then, as you guys can see in this skate here, is actually not the MyFit liner. One of the favorite liners that I like is the MyFit. Of course, this one didn't come with the MyFit. This is the normal FSK Powerslide. It's a liner in here. But when it doesn't matter how much I fasten the micro ratchet strap, the 45-degree ankle strap, it's supposed to keep my heel in place, as you all know. But actually, I feel that that is exactly what happened when I'm skating, and it actually does not feel nice. Okay. So yeah, that is
can you fix that?
A major con. So I'm hoping if I do actually just remove this liner and try a little Lino trick on this, by taking hot glue and making either little dots on the back.
I guess it's the material, and the material might not be as
yeah,
maybe even just here.
It might just be a bit too slippery.
Or if you can't put the hot glue here,
yeah,
you can even put hot glue
in the inside of the boot.
Yeah.
So that's the only con that I actually found on this boot, is basically my heel doesn't really stay in place.
I would go my fit liners.
Okay, so I will rather try a DIY first before spending money on the liners.
Just one thing. What's your guys' opinion? What's your guys' opinion about changing the liner from skate to skate? Do you guys? I know that I do mainly use my fit liners, but I do know that a lot of people spend money, like more money than a my fit liner, in the Intuition liner, which costs almost 3 times the price of most of the my fit liners. But do you prefer? I don't know about you. I've seen it, like you have almost one pair of liner in each skate, but you guys, do you change the same liner from skate to skate, or do you rather have different liners? Myself, when I used to skate for USD, I used to have access to all the skates, and I used to change skates and keep the same liner. It was smelly, like bad, but I do know that guys like Nick Lomax, there was a my fit liner which is still there, called the Cloud liner, and I know that he was changing skates for a long time, and he kept the same liner for so long. When I first saw him skating the USD Aeons, he was skating with the same liner. He told me, I don't know if it was like 1 year or something like that, but 1 year for Nick Lomax is like, for most of us, like 10 years. Because he goes through skates, he skates a lot every single day, as you guys know, and as you guys can see by the level of skating. But so that's just okay, so let's see what we got here. So someone is asking, after watching this skate, someone is asking about my opinion about the new rollerblade Metro 3 wheels skate. I haven't seen the Metro. He says that it's the best looking boot ever. I do like the other ones. Have you seen the Twister Edge? I do like the look of the Twister Edge.
Yeah.
They look like super squarey, like super like flat. They remind me a lot, don't get me wrong, of the Oxygen Argons. I know that a lot of people didn't like the Oxygen Argons. I used to love them, but they remind me a lot of it, but obviously with a lot lower profile, which looks a lot better. But I still like the, not because I work with Powerslide, I still like the next, I still like the look of the next, the Powerslide next the best. I do love them.
I would agree with that. It looks a bit more retro.
It's both of them go retro. I don't know. It's just,
for me, I just like the nose slash side guard slider type of thing. It makes it look like that future.
We can talk about it.
Ooh, shivers. Futuristic Night Rider look.
Okay. Swap the Metropolis SUV liner into my Velo TV3, and it's so comfy. That's good, Edward. See, that's like, you know what? Sometimes I hear people saying that these liners sucks, including myself, but I guess a lot of the times the liner doesn't work in one skate, but can work in another skate. And because one liner doesn't work in one skate with me,
yeah,
it doesn't mean that it's going to be bad in the same skate with you.
Yeah,
the best example I can give you is the My Feet, the crown liner.
Yeah.
I cannot use that liner as an example. I cannot use the liner in a USD Aeon. It doesn't fit. I just can't. It's, my foot gets too...
It's too padded.
Yeah, it's too padded.
Too bulky.
But when I was in Barcelona, I skated with Kenneth Skates, the guy that designed the USD Aeons, and I skated with his Imperials, and he had that liner. And that liner felt amazing. I felt like I had like more support.
But did it have the crown arch?
No, I didn't. I skated without the crown arch. But when I tried it on the Aeons, I couldn't skate with none of it. The liner was a little bit too padded for me. On the Aeons, I like to use the second skate.
Yeah, I can understand that because that's why I actually got the Powerslide Kaze liner in my USD sway because the USD.
Ben is with me.
Fat.
Ben is saying Oxygen was the first skates I saw and fell in love of. So much cooler than the Roaches in here. I wouldn't say it was cooler. Like, I guess all of the skates back then was just, yeah, the Roaches were like more the standard because the rollerblade and the Roaches used to look like the same. And then when K2 and Oxygen came into the game, they had completely different skates. And then all the other brands came with different skates, like Bauer had the crazy ones, and I have a set of Bauers, like cool. I have it at home. I might be able to do something now and again.
Nice.
The Bauer, what was the name of it? I don't remember, man. I got them from Ari, the guy from Holland. He kept them for me for 1 year.
Wow.
That's cool. Anyway, let's see. Oops, sorry. Let's see what else we got there. Saludos desde el Mexico. Saludos para el Mexico.
Okay,
let's see.
so we're going to move on to my next skate. Now we're just adding another wheel, so it's actually a 4x80mm skate that I actually. So basically, this is the Powerslide Kaze. This is actually the first pair of skates that I actually bought from Ricardo Lino. The reason why I like this skate is because it's a super, as you guys know, it's a hard shell, but the cutouts on here, it allows a lot of airflow through the liner. And of course, with that said, it of course keeps your foot way more drier than.
And what about the flex on those skates?
The flex on here, there's actually not much flex.
Is it?
It's
I felt it a lot. Yeah. See, that's again what I was saying. And again, check the liner. You're using the liner from the USD.
Yeah,
but you hated it on the USD.
I dislike this liner. This specific liner that you see here. If I put this liner into my USD. Into the Sway Team 2, I cannot skate it. It just feels like someone's trying to crush my foot, and it's
but
like I said, it's too padded. But in this, it feels like I can just slip my foot in here, just pull twice on the macro ratchet, and I'm good to go.
That's cool.
Because it's now super supportive.
The thing that I didn't like that much about this skate was I felt the sole was a little bit too soft, and I did skate them with 80mm once. I skated them 2 years ago. I had the pink ones. Oh. I skated the pink ones. Hello, Angry Ripper. I skated the pink ones at ISPO, which is that trade show in Germany.
Yeah.
They had like a pump track. If you go back on my Instagram, you'll see I did like the fastest lap that I've ever done on a pump track. I've done it with those skates.
On a pink gun.
Yeah, on a pink gun. And then when I got to South Africa, I tried to skate them, not even with 125s, I tried to skate them with 110s. And I felt that the sole of the cans was too soft to go bigger than 80s. Wow. So with 80s I felt okay, still flexible, more than the Imperials for sure. But when I skated them with 125s, with 110s, I felt it was too much. It was just like there was no control. And I'm not sure if that's the reason, but there's a huge hole here in the back. Can we just take the liner? Like, this might seem weird, but I'll show you, I'll tell you something interesting right now, in a second. Let's just see, let me show you. This is something that I was trying today. See, now you can see the comments that everyone is doing there.
Nice.
Now I need to go here. Hey! Just a test. I obviously need to put the chat in another place. This is just tests, but let me take the chat away. Okay, so as you can see here, there's a huge space, man. See, usually if you look at the Imperials, they go all the way up here with a huge V.
Yeah.
And this little cut here, it gives you so, like having the cut gives you so much more flex. I mean, less support.
Yeah, of course.
You take it the way you want it. If you don't want it, you would say more flex. if you don't like it, you'd say less support. I guess there's like two ways of saying it. But I remember 2 years ago, Powerslide wanted to do some changes on the Imperial, and they asked me to make a tiny cut in the back of, like, to make the V a little bit longer. And I took the skates to I was in Portugal back then. I was living in South Africa, but I went to Portugal for like a few weeks, and I went to the racetrack where I started skating with 3 125s, that little cut on one foot and the other foot I kept it normal.
Yeah.
These might seem stupid, but those two skates felt like two completely different skates. Just from a little cut, a little extension of the V in the back. This is not a hack, I'm not telling you to do it. There was a test for a brand which was trying to improve one of their products. Okay? But it's just interesting. It's just interesting how much these can give you more flex or less stability.
Okay, perfect. So
what about the wheels? We didn't talk about
to be
wheels.
honest, I like skating this. I don't really find it to be any less supportive or any more flexible, simply because I've got this super bulky
stiff
line in here.
Yeah.
So, and I'm very tiny and light.
Really light,
so,
man.
Yeah.
I think Moes. Check. My arm is.
Let's show them.
My arm is fatter.
Damn skinny legs. So yeah, like I said, this is the first pair of skates I actually bought from Ricardo when I met him, and also as you guys know, I downhill. So the first frame that I put on here was actually a downhill frame.
How did it felt with the downhill?
It was amazing. Like seriously, this after Ricardo said everything that he said about the sole being a bit soft and the 125 wheels, blah blah blah. I actually skated this with 84 mils, 80 mils, 110s, 100 mils. I skated them. I skated all my frame setups on this boot, and like there's one.
I'm obviously a lot heavier than you.
Yeah, of course.
How heavy are you?
I'm like 65, 70.
Yeah, I'm like 95. We're talking about 30 kilos more.
Wow, that's 3 bags of potatoes, guys.
They felt good.
So yeah, I've actually used this boot on most of my setups, and I actually didn't find anything wrong with it. The only thing that I disliked about this boot is basically the ratchet straps. Like it shakes a lot and it makes a lot of noise. And when I'm
I have bad news for you.
Yeah.
Which is like your favorite skate ever comes with the same system. So
yeah, but for me,
okay, you don't want the skate anymore. I get it.
The ratchet straps on the can actually, I think the receptors was a tad bit loose. Maybe it was just on the ones that I got.
Yeah, I did it on purpose.
So whenever I'm rolling, I had like this ugly noise.
Yeah, you need to show it, man. Here.
Yeah.
This thing, basically, this little ratchet thing, which it's the same that comes on the Powerslide Tau, the Powerslide Hardcore Evo, which is his favorite skate. This little thing. Yeah, he says that it makes a little bit of noise.
I fixed it.
How did you fix it?
I just pinched it closed on the what you call this little ratchets. The rivets.
Yeah.
The rivets. So I actually just squeezed it over here, and it actually just, as you can see there, I even pinched the little spring down.
You lost the warranty, man.
Yeah.
Don't come back to
Yeah. So this was a keeper from the day one I bought it, so that's why I kind of. So these wheels I actually owned for more than 3-4 years.
No way.
I swear.
See, I told you before this guy met me, he didn't know what slides were. How can you have a set of wheels for 4 years like this?
Dude, I'm skating these wheels for like almost 4 years.
These are some Matter?
Yeah, it's the 80 millimeter Matter Crazy Glue. It's the F2. So it's a very, very grippy wheel.
And grippy bearings.
Yeah, and
you got some grippy bearings.
Grippy bearings. The last time I skated these skates was, wow, a few months ago.
What you're about to see next, I've never seen before. Okay, this skate is gone. It's over. You have pink laces. I don't want that skate anymore.
Pink laces, purple wheels.
Oh, come on. Let me just see here. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, so let me show them something. Can I check this something? Can I get you? I've never seen anything like this. Remember after last week's video. No, in last week's video, Mo was saying how important or how picky he is with bearings, right? He said that he needs to have his bearings like when he touches it just to spin, and today showed me something that I've never seen. Did you ever see this? I don't know if you guys can see it. I should even go closer to the camera, but these bearings are so fast that I'm actually, check this, I'm holding the frame and I spin the whole thing and the wheel stays in the same position. I seriously have never seen these in my whole life. With it, like I don't give a flying damn about bearings. I suck when it comes to bearings, but I've never seen anything like that. So now we're gonna make a little test. Let's see how much free spin does this thing have.
Yeah, it might.
Let's do something. I'm gonna put it spinning,
okay.
And while it's spinning, you're gonna try to describe this skate. 3, 2, 1, start.
Okay, so basically this is the Powerslide Imperial 180 customized to a downhill setup. What I've got on the bottom is a Vision frame. It's quite a very old frame. The wheels I've got on there is the Matter. I'm not too sure what kind of Matter wheels this is.
You're gonna skate barefoot, you only have framed wheels. It's weird because they don't have a lot of free spin like this. They do have good
yeah,
free spin.
but that's what I was explaining the last time. It doesn't matter if you're going to be spinning your wheel for 2 minutes. That's not going to determine how fast you're going to go down the hill, man.
No, but I believe that when you do this type of free spinning thing, can I get my marathon skates? Now we gotta make something. Let me see something. Doom, I got it too.
Yeah, it's sponsored by Wicked. That's how much I take care of.
Let's make a competition right now. What's up, Shop Task? Yo, Shop Task is watching.
Shop Task, hey! Hey!
What's up, Sean? I got one for you. Let's make a race right here, right now. No, you choose one wheel. Choose one wheel. Let's see what's faster. I'm not even going that fast. I trust my skates so much. Okay, 3, 2, 1. I do believe that bigger wheels will have a better free spin, so we'll see.
I believe clean bearings gives a nice spin.
I shouldn't be moving these because this is making it slower, but still, mine are still going. You guys can't really see it, but mine is still going.
And Moes is going twice as fast.
Mo, look at the light.
Do you want to call me out?
Look, it's still going, mine.
Yes, it's good.
Damn it. Yeah, Sean, just check. Shop Task. Sean is just saying, I predict that the bigger wheels will spin faster. I would predict the same too, but the biggest difference...
And I predict otherwise.
No, it's not about that. The thing is, you take care of your bearings.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
And this just says it all. It's just like...
And there you go, guys. Like, just for a small little test. That wasn't for speed or anything.
No, but it's still showing the skate, huh? It's not done yet. They didn't...
So,
yeah, the boot is the same.
Yeah, so basically, clean your bearings. Yeah, so...
See, he was wrong. He's just saying. No, you weren't wrong. I'm wrong by not cleaning my bearings.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what I also like about this, this specific Imperial, it actually came with a MyFit heat moldable liner. It's a dual-sized liner, so of course it accommodates a lot of different foot shapes. So this one is actually my top favorite, not because it is a downhill setup, it's because it's a Powerslide Imperial with a MyFit heat moldable liner. The cuff, as you can see, there's little cuts here. This is where it comes from top down low. That is for flex, without compromising the stability.
Okay, the thing is, when you're downhill, you obviously want a skate that gives you like stability. You're gonna go super fast, but at the same time, there's different tucking positions. And in South Africa, I don't know, man. I don't know enough, but they were the first ones that I've seen doing a different type of tucking, which wasn't with both feet on the side of each other. So Mo and Mook, another Cape Town local, they've been skating forever with skateboarders, and they started doing this type of technique a long time ago. When you do this type of technique, usually your front foot needs to go a little bit more in front of your body. You kind of go like this. For you to be able to do this, you need to have a pronounced V-cut, because if you don't have this V-cut, what happens is that when you try to go back, you put too much pressure, your front wheel would go up. Of course it doesn't, but you need a little bit of a V-cut to be able to... Obviously you could just do it yourself if the skates didn't have it. You can always just customize it. Let me just make a question to Sean. Sean, are you still there? If he's still there, I know that Sean uses the intuition liners, and I was just making a question to you guys, if you guys change the liner from skates to skates, and I wanted to ask Sean if he, I know that he skates intuition liners, do you skate one setup only, or if you have more than one setup, would you change the same intuition liner from skate to skate? That's all good. From skate to skate, or you keep, I don't know, you have each skate with a different liner. I don't know, it's just curiosity. I know that some people that I know, they do change the same liners from skate to skate. And why don't you have a slider on this one?
Okay, so basically the slider on this was removed because one of my close friends, Ricardo, is a engineer, and he actually owns a 3D printing machine, so he actually asked me to remove one of these sliders so you can actually personalize.
Wait, just give me 1 second. Sorry. Is the audio okay now? Is the audio okay? Back there? We should be back. Let's see if we're back. We are back. Sorry guys. Let me just see what we are doing here. We might need to change something here. Is everyone there? I did move the camera. Give me 1 second. Fully back. Okay. Can you guys
please let us know if we are
okay now
with audio and video pairs?
Okay, I'm just trying to check this. I'm really sorry about this. We are trying to set these now, so this should be okay in a second. We did add Mo.
Yes.
We should be online now, and I'm sorry about this. I'm just trying to set this thing here so that we can see these
chats.
Chat is right here. Okay, we are back, I think. We're good? We good? Everything is looking good. Perfect.
Thanks,
okay.
Guys.
Sean, please let us know if you could hear the question that we made or not. Basically, we run out of battery. I don't even know how much battery we got.
Okay, so I'll just repeat that question. So basically, the question was, Sean, do you have one individual liner for each of your setups, or do you have, or does each skate has its own liner?
Yeah, basically,
Yeah.
I know that a lot of people with Intuition liners, they use the same liner through their setups. And my question was, do you use the same liner on different setups, or you use different Intuition liners for different skates? That was the question. Okay, so Mo was explaining when the whole thing fall out and we didn't knew.
Okay, so we don't really know where it cut out, but I was actually speaking about the slider over here. So basically I've got a friend named Tariq Ramos. He's a very good engineer buddy of mine, and I actually owns a 3D printing machine, and he actually offered to make some personalized sliders for me with my name on. So as you guys know, these are what normally comes on here. It's the normal black or white with the FSK print from Powerslide. So this is basically what the personalized sliders look like. They're all still prototype, but I hope you guys can see that.
No, it's gonna be too far, but it's all good. No, it's gonna be out of focus now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it's
Anyway,
like a 3D printed.
It's a 3D printed slider with my name on them.
You can put them on Instagram stories so they can see it.
Yeah, I'll so you guys can actually check out these on my Instagram story. If you're not following me, you can follow me at the real Mo Fisher. It's, yeah, and you'll get to see them on my storyline.
Okay, so shop task. Sean just told us I have 2 pairs of liners for my two main setups. However, I swap liners when I'm skating on my FRs. Okay. Wait. I have a question. FR as FR the old Seba skate, or FR as a new brand? Did you know that?
What?
So
it's a new brand?
if you didn't really pay attention, I didn't spoke about it at ISPO, but I did say a little bit about it. So when I was at ISPO, I saw that the distribution of Seba in Europe,
Yeah.
which is the French Sebastian that people used to know as they used to think he was the owner of Seba. I know that he's releasing something, and there was a logo on their booth saying FR Skates. So that's why I was questioning. That's why I was making this question. Is it the FR, the old model of Seba, or FR, the skates brand? So it's coming out. From what I know, there's already Anthony Potier, the guy that won the Winter Clash this year. There's already some pro model wheels from Anthony Potier in 65 millimeters, and they come in really, really cool colors.
Nice.
Kind of like Bordeaux. I call Bordeaux. It's that dark red, kind of like a wine color,
Okay.
and like navy blue. I think those are 2 colors that I remember. And the black wheels. I think these 3, and there's one more. I don't know if it's like a army green wheel, something like that, from FR. I was referring to the old, FR ones. I had a pair of FRs. I think it was the FR1 too, and when they were given to me by Seba. That was my first ever free skates, and when they gave me the skates, they gave me with a little sole plate, and that was sick. That was really cool.
Awesome.
Okay. Anything else about your setup? What wheels do you have? sound won't be the best, but we're trying something here. So let's see. Do we have sound? Yeah, barely sound. Okay, Mo, can we just get that cable out? We're just gonna try to go here. We're trying to sort this out for you guys. Sorry, we're having a few problems. I guess we need to get some. Okay. Let's see. Sound is a little bit better now. Is the sound better now? Please let us know. We're trying to sort this out for you guys. It's the first time that I'm using a pull selfie stick. Okay, how is it? Sound. 1, 2. Sound. A bit better. Same. Someone said same. Sorry guys.
I wish I was a little bit taller.
Ooh, we don't know what's happening here with the sound. But at least there is some sound. Sound. We don't know. That's the thing. What's happening here? The black magic. Ah, now it's sound there. Okay. That's it. Sorted. Much better now. I'm sorry about the quality of the sound. This is GoPro quality.
Thanks so much, Calvin, for keeping us posted.
We went pro. Okay, so I guess, do you know what we're talking about?
Yeah, some wheels.
Yeah, we're just gonna finish this with the wheels, because on Mo's setup, I'm sorry about the distortion.
So
you need to go like closer.
So believe it or not, these wheels I also got at the end of 2016.
What?
Yeah.
I
have this wheel since the end of 2016.
But those wheels are a lot older than that. These wheel is a lot older than that.
Older?
They came out older. Like
yeah. But I got them brand new at the end of 2016.
Okay.
So this was actually brought to South Africa from England. A friend of ours in England, Grant Duplessis, actually was the president of the IIDA, Inline International Downhill Association, and he actually brought these wheels with him from England down to South Africa because we needed some good stuff. Okay, if you say so. This is good stuff.
No, but the wheels, like, let me say something. That's what I was saying before this thing fall out, or when this thing just died. These wheels are the exact same as the Tiger wheels, as the Zebra wheels. Do we have the Zebra wheels there? Yeah, see this? I don't know if the color of the urethane is changed, but the core that you can see here, it's like...
It's the solid hub.
Not the whole thing. There's some of the spokes are like solid, some there's a hole in it, and it's the exact same. It's... Yeah, this is a undercover by matter, this is a matter, which means that obviously...
Is it the same urethane? The race formula urethane?
Yes. Made in the same place, man. Probably, no, I don't know if, yeah, maybe you're right about the urethane. Maybe that one is race formula, this one is like a free skating wheel.
Yeah.
But I don't think that the wheel that you have on your skates have the insert, like the iRebound insert.
No, it doesn't. It's the technology of that wheel is way too old.
Yeah, see, it's not 2060. I told you.
Yeah, I got them at 2016. So I'm skating these wheels from 2016 till now, and they actually still fresh.
Okay, Sean is just saying that these wheels are amazing. I like them too. I've never really tried to downhill with 84s. I should actually try, because I went from 80s to 90s, and I should actually
skip the in between.
Yeah, just like the frame would allow me to go 90s. I wanted to, but a lot of people say that you have more control. I don't feel like I need more control, but it would be cool. I'm not saying that I have a lot of control, that's not what I'm saying, but it would be...
Yeah, for me, I personally think, like, I haven't skated a 90mm wheel, like, for a lot. I think I just skated yours. But what I can say is with the 84mm wheel, you actually pick up a lot of speed very quick, and with the 90mm wheel, you pick up speed quite quick, but it maintains for a longer distance. So with the 90mm wheel, you can, like, see you going, and you're going, and you're going, and you're going, and you're going. So that's
and you're still going, but
yeah.
Even with we going, we're gonna need to stop this. And before stopping this, I'm just gonna make another call to action, and that is, I'm gonna finish this video with a photo which is the exact same thing that I posted in the beginning of the video. Please check the description of this video. I will let the link for Daniel's GoFundMe campaign, and I will also leave the email if you want to make a donation through PayPal. The picture is right here, let me see, and I guess at the moment everyone knows what happened, so we don't need to keep talking about the same. I just want to ask you guys to please help in whatever you can, okay? And with that being said, we're gonna be done for today. You want to say anything else?
Yeah, guys, as you guys know, with the sad story that just happened, I always like remind you guys to think that safety is #1 priority, and if you skate, don't forget protection, guys, because anything can happen at any time.
Even if we don't know what happened there and if there was any protections or not, accidents can happen with or without protections, but the more you can prevent, obviously the better.
Yeah, of course.
So I guess that's it.
So remember, guys, skate for the future, not for the now.
And that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. And if you did enjoy this one, do not forget to subscribe to the channel, which I believe you are. But if you're not, just press on that button. If it's red, you need to make it gray. And once you make that button gray, there's a little bell on the side. If you press on that bell, you'll get notifications on your phone, on your email, whenever we upload one of these, or whenever we go online, you'll also get a notification, right?
Yeah.
And that's it for today. Just don't forget why we all started skating, because it's fun. Cheers, guys.